Hello, welcome to the third episode of Tap That. This is the segment we like to call the Pursuit of Happiness. Hoppyness.
Pursuit of Hoppy. We're going to try again. 3, 2,
1. Hello, welcome to the third episode of the Pursuit of Hoppiness. I'm Alex.
This is Storm.
And we are going to try today, we're going to try Harpoon's IPA Hoppy Floral Crisp Indian Pale Ale, which I'm a huge IPA fan. That's my bread and butter, less than his.
So this is one of the beers that, if you watch the guessing game, where we tried to guess which beer which was which out of the case, and Alex's girlfriend put that together for us. We got this one completely wrong.
Completely wrong. This didn't taste as hoppy as the one we're gonna do in a future episode. Nowhere even close. And to have a name like Hoppy Floral Crisp, I felt like it had to be like bam in your face hoppy.
And I was going for floral. I thought it would taste like, I don't know, a dandelion leaf or something, you know what I mean? But
do you know what a dandelion leaf tastes like?
I do, actually. I used to. Funny story, I had a guinea pig growing up.
Okay.
And I grew up in a city. And when we ran out of lettuce or something like that, my guinea pig expected a snack, right? So I would go out.
He was a real bougie guinea pig.
Yeah, real bougie guinea pig. And I'd go out and in between the cement, the dandelion leaves would grow. So I'd pull those out, and that's my guinea pig snack. So yes, I do know what a dandelion leaf tastes like because I've tried it.
Was your guinea pig's name Tupac?
No, it was Mo.
Mo.
Because a certain species of guinea pig, species, I don't know, actually has a mohawk running down the center of it. Yeah.
I only say Tupac, anybody who don't get the reference, is because Tupac has a famous poem, The Rose Growing from the Concrete.
Oh, yeah.
You've heard it. Like, that's why I was like, the dandelion grow from the concrete.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they might be a little different. But different tones there, but...
So here we have...
This says nothing about the beer.
Yeah, seriously.
Nothing.
This label is different from the Play On, which was last episode's. Make sure you check that out. Play On by Harpoon. We rated that, reviewed that. This one says, we welcome friends, new and old. Stop by our breweries for a beer or join us for one of our seasonal festivals. Seasonal festival, that sounds cool.
We should go up.
Again, yeah.
They were the first ones. We owe them this to go up and try their seasonal festivals.
They do owe. We owe that to them.
We owe them. We'll bring the show up there sometime.
Indian Pale Ale. Here we go.
You lived in Massachusetts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was it close to Boston?
Actually, rewind. I didn't live in Massachusetts. I lived in Rhode Island, commuted for work to Massachusetts, but
okay.
I've been to Boston several times. Yeah, I feel like I could probably get us there
from here,
like 3/4 of the way without a GPS.
From here, or like from where you used to live?
No, from here.
Oh,
absolutely. Yeah, I mean it's absolutely.
Man, I'm gonna not lie to you. I could barely get us to work 3/4 of the way without GPS, and obviously I'm hyperbole in here, but like I'm terrible without a GPS.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible.
So Amber's dad, my girlfriend's dad, he takes road maps on trips.
Still?
Yes.
Wow, old school.
He uses the GPS, but he takes road maps. If they lose reception, something like that, he breaks out the road map. He can read those. And I think, granted, maybe some of y'all can, but me, when I take out a road map, all I see is like numbers and I don't know. It's definitely a skill. It's a dying skill.
It's a skill that's not here anymore.
Yeah, thanks, Garmin.
Seriously, it's gone.
Google Maps.
It's gone.
Yeah.
TomTom, all that. Killed it. And I'm all progressive. Let's do it. Let's get forward and stuff. But like it's like cursive. It's just like I see some people sign their name and it's like this calligraphy awesome. And mine's like it's seriously, I'll put an edit in where I'll sign my name. It is like a loop and a line and a loop and a line. Like that's my signature.
My aunt was telling me the other day, her car got broken into, they went through her car, and nothing was taken. But they opened the glove box, left it open, everything. Didn't even take the Garmin. Seriously, it's
They had their cell phone. They were recording themselves breaking into this with their cell phone the whole time.
They're just, I don't know. It's just.
Have you ever owned a Garmin or anything? I've never.
I own 3.
3.
I own 3 Garmins. I didn't have like a smartphone for a long time, so that's what I use.
Was that stubbornness out of your part, or like?
No, just affordability. You can buy a Garmin back then, for $150, maybe a little more than that, because they were just coming on the market.
They were new.
Yeah, they were new, but it was still cheaper than paying for a cell phone. You know.
Oh yeah, I get that. I've never owned a Garmin, but I just think maybe because I've always had a cell phone, like a smartphone. No, not always. Me and you were both in the era where we grew up with flip phones. But I grew up where flip phones were very beginner for me, and then it went to smartphone by the time I was in high school. Like, people owned smartphones by the time I graduated high school, like a lot of smartphones. It was the standard at that point.
Yeah. So, all those map readers out there.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to you. Yeah.
Cheers to you. Don't close.
Cheers. It's good. I don't go for IPAs all the time, but I go for this.
Oh, I'm into this.
Yeah,
100%. This is like totally the type of beer. It's a little lighter than most IPAs, most known IPAs. It's only a 5.9, which isn't too bad. I mean, it'll get the job done, but it's not too bad. I didn't love this when we were doing the taste test because I think I had all those other flavors on my palate, but now that it's sitting in I'm getting into it, it's better. IPAs are something that you need. It's not enjoyed with many foods, for me personally. And again, we're not connoisseurs. I don't know what pairings are. But.
No, but I mean, I wasn't. So obviously, we haven't been working together for our whole lives. But when I met you, you got me into IPAs. I'm telling you, Budweiser, Keystone, I've said it in other episodes, that's my thing. This man comes along, I'm like, IPA, I don't know. I've tried the Dogfish Head, I've tried the
60-minute IPA.
Yeah, I've tried all those. I just didn't enjoy them as much. Get a couple IPAs on your palate. Yeah. Yeah, you start getting into them.
I think you bring an interesting thing to this conversation that we're going to have about beer because your palate isn't as attuned to this.
Yeah, it's just that, for me, it's that, it's not necessarily the taste, but what it leaves in your mouth afterwards. It's kind of like, ugh, I don't know.
I think that's a learned, I like that now.
It's coming across.
We talked about that last episode. I don't like a beer that's gone the second you drink it. I like a beer that kind of lingers in your mouth for a little bit.
Yeah.
I like the bitterness to sit here for a second.
And to those of you who are more interested into, what's going to get me off quicker, this is 5.9%. It's higher than the last one we tried. What was that?
5.1, I think.
5.1.
But not too high.
But it's not too high. An IPA, they range 8 to 12, even higher sometimes.
12's rough.
12 is rough.
That's like Mad Elf level.
Mad Elf,
yeah.
Yep.
That's Mad Elf level.
I once had Mad Elf on a train ride.
Oof. Listen, I like IPAs, and Mad Elf is a lot.
It took me a long time to drink that. Yeah.
We, actually, Trogs, we live by Trogs, so we'll do an episode of Trogs eventually. But Trogs is one of my favorite breweries, and Mad Elf's one of their it's very famous because it's very seasonal. It's just Christmas. It's just that. But
yeah, and the label, everything. We'll get into that another time. But it's
Mad Elf's not my favorite.
It's not mine either.
Me and when I was drinking with my buddy one time. Just kidding. I'm not gonna tell the story because it's underage drinking.
Yeah, please don't.
We'll skip that.
We'll cut that. Do you want to make a
No. We'll just cut into a new conversation. You want to talk about the label?
Yeah, let's get into the label a little bit. Last episode, got in the label. Let's.
I only want to get in the label because I'm almost done here.
Yeah.
So we talked about it. I'm a rare steak man.
So we got the label here. There's a tiger on it.
I don't get it.
A couple flowers.
I get the flowers. I don't get the tiger.
Let's talk about a little bit. Last episode we touched on it, but it's a summer mix. We were saying maybe near a campfire on a picnic table. You know what I mean? Maybe.
So it should be a bear.
Yeah.
It should be
That would be great.
It should be a bear.
Yeah, I think it's played on because it says India Pale Ale.
Yeah, but that's just IPA.
I know. When I see the tiger, I'm like, oh yeah,
the tiger. Okay. I don't know. I'm with Storm. It should be a bear. I don't necessarily get the tiger, especially with the name. I don't like the tiger. I feel like it's pulled out of nowhere. I get the flops. And listen, neither of us are graphic designers. I don't know what goes into this.
Obviously, this sells. We bought it.
We bought it. Well, my girlfriend bought it.
Yeah.
My girlfriend bought it. But
obviously, this sells. His girlfriend bought it.
Yeah. I like the beer. I like the beer a lot.
I do. It's good, especially for my background. It is a little weird. The tiger's weird. The two flowers make sense, but they're kind of just, hey, should we add some flowers to this? An afternote.
Yeah, like they named it, and like I feel like they drew the label and then they named it.
Yeah.
But somebody couldn't come up with like
Perhaps
Tiger Floral Crisp. What a job that would be. Like, I would love that job. Anybody offering that job, I'll draw up fucking labels.
Labels?
Yeah.
We'll do it. We'll do it.
I'll draw a label. We should make a tap that beer.
Tap that beer.
Tap that beer. Tap that. And all of our labels are going to make sense, not like this tiger.
And it's going to taste like Keystone.
Not mine. Bobby, tap that Storm Runner. No. Keystone Light and Friends.
Nope. Tap that Stormstone.
Stormstone. Keystone Light parentheses. Partnered with Stole.
Our IPA is a crisp, balanced
balanced interfermentuant of this classic.
You want to read this part? You read that part.
Our IPA is a crisp, balanced interfermentuant of this classic style. Prementuate.
No, it's interpretation.
Let's read this part.
Okay.
Our floral IPA and citrus notes combined with a unique malt profile to impart a clean, fresh finish. I'd agree with that, though.
Yeah. I can get a fresh finish out of that. Yeah. Definitely. Throw a couple hot dogs on the fire. You grab one of these out of your cooler. Yeah.
This is it for me. I'm liking this one. It's my favorite one so far out of the whole pack. We talked about whether you could chug it or not last episode, and this is not a chugging beer. Absolutely not. It's not. It's just way too heavy.
It's to sit around the campfire, talk to your friends, whatever you're into. Fly fishing. You like fly fishing? Or just
fly fishing, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not one of those, but if you're an angler, talk about that. Maybe you have a dog running around your legs. I don't know. This is a sip. You sip this.
I'm with it. I'll let you finish before I grade it, but we talked about it, but tiger doesn't make sense to me. But other than that, I think the label's good. I know I kind of hated the last one for the simplicity of it, and maybe that's what they're all going for at this point. I guess they're all kind of simple, and I definitely appreciate a simple design. If this was sitting in like a rack of beers, of even IPAs, I don't think I'd grab it. Purely because of the label. It doesn't look interesting enough to me, but it is good. It is definitely worth a try. It's the better one of the two we've drank in so far.
The taste is there.
The taste is there.
Yep.
The taste is there. The lingering effect of an IPA that you want is there. I would give it not so much higher. I'm not in love with it. It's not my favorite, but I would give it like a
I don't know, like a 6.8.
6.8. Interesting.
It's high. It's definitely higher on that 6.8. I like the label. The tiger's a little confusing, but maybe I'm just not getting the point. But it's good. It's interesting. It's good. It's a very classic IPA. It doesn't bring anything new to the table of IPAs you're going to drink. But if you're looking for kind of a lighter IPA, it's not as heavy as, say, like a Perpetual or something. But it definitely sits. It's good.
Yeah,
It's good.
so I'm gonna be straightforward with you. This Alex, he introduced me to these IPAs. I'm gonna go 5.9.
Oh, lower.
Yeah, it's I like the last beer better. Play on, it's a Pilsner. I'm a Pilsner kind of guy. Yeah, 5.9. Hard and steady. I don't know. I wouldn't buy it again. It tastes fine. It tastes great. But on my camping trip, I'm probably going to go with something a little lighter.
On a camping trip, I would split this pack with Storm because I would drink this.
Yeah,
if you would drink the
can have
Pilsner,
that.
I would drink these.
I'll have the Play On. And who knows? I don't know.
We got two more middle ones.
Yep.
Which one would you like to do next?
Oh, it's my turn now.
It's your turn. Pick one?
Let's go the dodgeball one, the rec league. Yeah.
Tastes like a good old piece of rubber.
Yeah. If
All
you
right.
want some more information on that, just watch our first episode.
Well, thank you for joining us for the third episode of Tap That. This is the pursuit of hoppiness, and we'll be back tomorrow. Thank you.
Bye.
Wake 'em, kick 'em, and shake 'em, and try to